Hi everybody. I thought we could do some machine quilting today. Okay, so Krista needed to base a quilt and I said, oh, I do too. So Carol was kind enough to set up tables in my dad's garage and we went over there, and then Deb joined us later. Carrie based at home. She has enough space. We don't. Krista got one basted and I got two and Deb got four. And yeah, it was kind of nice. We don't get to socialize like that. Well, we do now, but we didn't. So yay vaccines. Okay, I'm just going to show you how I set up my machine when I do machine quilting. I have been doing it for the last couple hours, but I just want to show you how I set it up. So right now it shows 97D foot. I'm going to change my foot to 29C because that's what I'm going to use. The 790 does that, but the 770 does not. But there is an upgrade coming in the fall, and you will be able to upgrade your 770. It is an upgrade, so there is a charge, not an update. So there'll be other features that it will bring up, like really comparable to the 790. And then plus you get the 72 couching or ruler foot with the couching inserts. So now you can see that my 29C foot is showing. And then my feed dogs are down. That's why it's yellow. My bobbin is flashing, so it might run out sooner than I like. It's on my second bobbin. I've done quite a lot. That's a jumbo bobbin. I love it. So now I'm going to go to settings. And my foot control in this little pattern sewing is set to be a cutter if I tap my foot control when I'm piecing, but when I'm machine quilting, I like it to be back to its factory setting. So I have it set at that. So usually it's like this if I'm piecing, so I can just tap my foot and cuts the thread. But for this, I like it to be needle up, down, which is the factory setting, but it's nice to be able to change it. Because now, although my needle will stop always in the down position because I have it, if I want it up for some reason, I can just bring it up with my foot. Okay. Then the other thing that we should do is go into the personal guy, and I'm going to change my background to yellow because it's so sunny out, and I'm going to select flowers as the little background. It also says, welcome, Joanne and Joy can Mike get another motorcycle? Absolutely not. Actually, that would be his decision, not mine. Okay, so back to the settings, and the other thing I want to do, which is kind of weird because I always said, why would anyone do that, is shut off my lights, but I want to take the glare. So I went to the sewing machine and there's my light. I could just turn it down, but you know what? I'm going to turn it off, and then you guys don't have that glare. Okay, so we're all set. My feed dogs are down. I'm not sure how much bobbin I have. It will stop anyways. I'm going to put you right there, and I'm using Metler color 9814. It's variegated. My initial thought was to go white, and I went with this variegated, and it looks like that. It has yellow and blues, and I'm really glad I did. So that's what it's looking like. This is what I call my 3s and E's. I went through my loopy-loos phase, and now I'm in my 3s and E's. So there's a 3, and there's another 3. But over here, there's an E, and then sometimes it's a snake because I have to get out of somewhere, but all good. Okay. And did I tell you that I record Women Network's movies, and then that's what I put on my TV when I quilt, because their movies are sweet and fun and not very deep. They don't take a lot of concentration, so I can watch them while I quilt or listen to them. If the movie's too good, then I have to stop watch the movie, which I did the other day piecing in the quilt in the trailer. I started watching 13 Hours, which I'd seen, except it was really good because I'd read Obama's book and he talked about that incident. Anyways, blah, blah, blah. Okay. Long story. Here we go. So now I'm just going to start. I don't roll my quilts. There's 10 inches with the 790. And even when I had a smaller machine, I didn't roll them. It just takes up too much time. I always start in the middle and then I move out. I move out to the sides and I do it randomly. And then I move into the corners and that's where I end. So I've already hit one side and I just go back and forth. Like I'll go over there and then I'll come back here. So right now I was down here on this side and now I'm going to move back over. My corners over here. But I'm going to move over this way and get some of that done. Yeah. So let's see how much bobbin thread I have. Exciting. Okay. And there's my bobbin. Okay, so I'm just going to cut my thread there. And we're going to change our bobbin. Yeah. So I did, this quilt is 57 by 78. And I've already used 2 bobbins. I wound up 3. I mean, with my old machine, I would have done 8 automatically. But 3. And I'm guessing I might need 3 more. You know what's the really neat thing is? The light in your bobbin area comes on. I don't know if you can see that. But it comes on so I can see. That's so neat, eh? And I don't usually notice it because my upper light is on, so it kind of doesn't show up, but it did then. So if you sew in the dark, you can still see your bobbin. So that was quick and easy. Actually, it's good to show. So where did I stop? So I stopped right there. And so I had no idea, well, I actually did have an idea it was going to run out, but I used my thread up all the way to the end. Just going to trim off any extra on the back. And then what I do is with my foot control, I always wear gloves too. Not when I use a walk foot. So see how my needle went down? That's with my foot pedal. And now I'm going to bring it up, which then allows me to bring up my thread. All hands-free. I'm just going to sew a bit in on top of my last few stitches to get them secure, and then I'm back at it. Let's just stop and throw, and if you know me, these threads are about to go on the floor, even though I have a thread catcher right next to me. You know, we all have our problems. Okay. So sometimes my E's or 3's are upside down, sometimes they're sideways, sometimes they look more like a circle, but 3's and E's is what I think about. And now you're looking at my arms. Oops. Okay. I'll try not to move you again. I know I wouldn't stop this much, but I'm worried I'm going to knock you guys over. Yeah. So anyways, I hope that inspires you to get quilting. Thanks, everybody. Oh, only one dog here. Say hi, Blarney. Have a nice weekend.